Hello from Mindset Daily, wishing you a day full of health, peace, and happiness. Thank you for watching the Mindset Daily channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Thank you so much. Have you ever wondered if you're truly in control of your life? What if every small action you take is shaping a future you can't yet see? And what if today was the turning point? The moment you chose to stop drifting and start designing your destiny. I want you to picture something for a moment. Just close your eyes and imagine it. Imagine your life as a vast, open garden. And you're the gardener. Each morning, you wake up holding a handful of seeds. These seeds represent your choices, your actions, and your dreams. Every step you take, every word you speak, every decision you make, you're planting something. Now pause and ask yourself, what have you been planting? What are you choosing to grow in the soil of your life? This moment, right now, is not about chasing who others expect you to be. It's not about ticking off boxes society has laid out as success. No, this is about reconnecting with who you truly are and who you deeply desire to become. Because in the end, your life is a direct reflection of your choices. Every second offers a chance to either plant seeds of greatness or seeds of regret. But here's the truth that many forget. Growth doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't appear overnight like magic. It requires consistent care, daily attention, deliberate intention, firm discipline, and a spark of passion that refuses to die out. Success, in its purest form, isn't some complicated formula. It's simple. It's the decision to rise, to keep going, to keep learning, to keep growing, to keep showing up, even when you're tired, even when it's hard, even when it feels like nothing is changing. So ask yourself this powerful question. Are you living your life by design or by default? Are you shaping your circumstances or are you letting your circumstances shape you? Most people go through life like leaves in the wind, tossed around by what happens to them, reacting instead of creating. But you're not most people. You have the power to choose differently. You hold the power to design your life with purpose. Picture your life as a masterpiece in the making. Each day, you pick up the brush. Each action, each decision, that's another stroke on the canvas. But here's the thing. Once the paint dries, there's no going back. There's no undo button. Every habit you build, every thought you entertain, every step you take, they all matter. They become your life's artwork. So today, take the brush firmly in your hand. Begin painting with purpose, wishing you strength, joy, and clarity on your journey. And don't forget to subscribe to Mindset Daily for more powerful insights to help you grow every day. But here's the beautiful truth. Every day offers a clean slate. Each new sunrise brings a blank canvas, an invitation to pick up the brush again and continue painting your masterpiece. The question is, how can you make each stroke truly count? Let's start with the first and most essential step, clarity. Ask yourself, what do you really want out of this life? Not what your parents expected of you, not what your friends admire, or what society labels as success. But you, deep down, what do you genuinely desire? Because when your vision becomes crystal clear, your path starts to reveal itself. Choices that once felt complicated now come with ease. You're no longer tempted by every distraction, every shiny opportunity that doesn't serve your bigger purpose. Instead, you become focused, laser-focused on what truly matters to you. Clarity isn't just helpful, it's foundational. Without it, we drift, like a boat without a compass. We get pulled in every direction by trends, noise, and the well-meaning expectations of others. We run fast, but often in the wrong direction. But when you cultivate true clarity, your life begins to move with purpose. It gains momentum, direction, and meaning. You stop chasing things that never belonged to your heart in the first place. So how do you find that clarity? It starts with honest introspection. Too often, we inherit goals from the world around us. We chase achievements that were never ours to begin with. We are told what a respectable life looks like, what success should feel like, and what we should strive for. But if that version of life doesn't speak to your soul, then no amount of accomplishment will ever feel fulfilling. To discover what truly matters, you must strip away those outside voices. Get quiet. Go inward. Ask yourself with sincerity, what brings me peace? What makes me feel alive? What do I want my life to stand for? When you answer these questions honestly, clarity begins to form. And once you know what you truly want, every decision becomes a compass check. Does this choice bring me closer to the life I envision? Or does it pull me further away? That's the power of clarity. It doesn't just help you decide. It helps you live with purpose. Without clarity, even the simplest decisions can become sources of stress and uncertainty. Have you ever stood frozen between two choices, unsure which way to go, and felt completely overwhelmed by something that should have been straightforward? That's what life feels like when your vision is blurry. Every decision seems heavier, more confusing, more draining. But once you gain clarity, everything changes. Suddenly, you have a filter, an internal compass, that helps you recognize what truly matters and what's simply noise. You stop chasing every new opportunity that pops up. You stop being pulled by every fleeting excitement or external approval. Instead, you begin to focus with sharp precision on the path that is meant for you. Clarity gives you the power to say no without guilt and yes without doubt. It removes the pressure to prove yourself to others because you're no longer trying to meet their expectations. You're aligned with your own. And perhaps most importantly, clarity lifts a heavy burden off your shoulders, unnecessary stress. Ambiguity breeds anxiety. When we don't know where we're headed, it's natural to second-guess ourselves. We start overthinking. We worry if we're falling behind. We look at others and wonder, am I doing enough? Am I doing it right? It's exhausting. But when your vision is clear, those questions quiet down. You begin to trust the process. You walk your path with intention, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is moving you in the right direction. Clarity also fuels your persistence. Because let's face it, challenges will come. Setbacks are part of the journey. But when you know exactly what you're working toward, you don't get thrown off course so easily. You push through with conviction. You don't see obstacles as the end. You see them as tests. You begin to ask, how bad do I want this? And your clarity gives you the strength to keep going. But here's something important to remember. Clarity isn't a one-time event. It's not something you discover once and then forget about. It's something you must nurture and revisit again and again. Your goals will shift. Your dreams might evolve. That's part of growth. And so, clarity becomes a practice. It requires you to stay in tune with yourself, to reflect, to recalibrate, and to adjust your direction as your life unfolds. Because the more in touch you are with your true desires, the more powerful your journey becomes. Life is not static, and neither is your purpose. As seasons change, so do your dreams, values, and priorities. Holding on too tightly to outdated goals could be just as damaging as having no direction at all. So, take a moment. Step back from the noise. Give yourself permission to evolve. Seek clarity with intention. Ask yourself the hard, sometimes uncomfortable questions. Be unflinchingly honest. What do you want now? Not 5 years ago, not what others expect. But right now, in this moment of your life, tune out the world's opinions, quiet the expectations, and truly listen to that inner voice, the one that whispers your most authentic truths. When you do this, everything starts to shift. Suddenly, your decisions become lighter. You're no longer overwhelmed or pulled in every direction. Distractions lose their seductive power. Why? Because every action you take now comes from a place of purpose and alignment. It's no longer about hustling for approval. It's about walking your unique path with confidence and intention. True success, after all, isn't about climbing someone else's ladder or living up to someone else's definition. It's about building a life that feels deeply meaningful to you. And that journey always begins with clarity. But once you've found that clarity, what comes next? You must master your mindset. Understand this. Your mind is either your most powerful ally or your most relentless enemy. It becomes what you feed it. If you constantly nourish it with fear, self-doubt, and negativity, don't be surprised when those emotions take root and grow. But if you choose to fuel it with belief, resilience, and vision, then your mindset becomes a force that cannot be stopped. Think of your mindset as the lens through which you view the world. It colors everything. How you interpret challenges, how you react to failure, how you spot or miss opportunities. A fragile mindset collapses under pressure, immobilized by fear and indecision. But a resilient mindset, it bends, adapts, and finds a new way forward. The empowering truth? You get to choose which mindset to cultivate. It all begins with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. That inner voice, the one you carry with you all day, it shapes your reality more than anything else. If you're telling yourself, I'm not good enough, or I always mess things up, or this is just too hard, you're not stating facts. You're reinforcing a belief system that limits you. But imagine what happens when you shift that narrative. What if you started saying, this challenge will grow me, or every setback is a setup for a comeback, or I am more capable than I realize. Bit by bit, your internal script changes. You begin to rewire your mind, not for comfort, but for growth, not for safety, but for strength. And that mindset becomes the foundation for everything you're about to build. So choose your thoughts like your life depends on it, because it does. One powerful way to strengthen your mindset is through mental conditioning. Just like your muscles need regular training to grow stronger, so does your mind. And one of the most effective mental exercises is visualization. Top performers, elite athletes, visionary leaders, high achievers across every field rely on this practice for a reason. They don't just train physically. They prepare mentally by vividly imagining success before it happens. They picture themselves overcoming challenges, staying calm under pressure, reaching their goals, and standing tall, even in the face of adversity. Here's what's fascinating. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a real experience and a deeply imagined one. When you visualize with detail and emotion, your mind responds as if it's actually happening. Why not use this to your advantage? Imagine the best version of yourself. See it, feel it, embody it, and you'll begin to step into that reality more naturally. Another key to mastering your mindset is building emotional resilience. Life will throw you curveballs. That's inevitable. You will face setbacks, disappointments, and moments that test your strength. But the true measure of growth isn't whether you avoid pain. It's how you respond when it shows up. Resilience isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about facing hardship head-on and rising stronger each time. When life doesn't go as planned, don't spiral into regret. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from it? What is still within my control? These questions turn obstacles into stepping stones. Your environment matters too, far more than most people realize. The people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset. If you're constantly immersed in negativity, fear, or judgment, it seeps in. Your mind absorbs that energy like a sponge. But if you're around those who uplift you, challenge you, and encourage growth, you begin to rise with them. So be intentional. Protect your mental space just as fiercely as you protect your physical one. Curate your environment to support your growth. Read books that challenge your perspective. Listen to podcasts that inspire you. Engage in conversations that stretch your thinking and fuel your ambition. And never underestimate the power of gratitude. A grateful mind is a strong, stable mind. When you focus on what's good, on what you do have instead of what you lack, you shift your energy. You move from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. That single shift can redefine the way you approach every challenge that comes your way. Finally, remember this truth. Growth does not live in your comfort zone. If everything feels easy, you're probably not stretching. Lean into discomfort. Embrace it. That's where the transformation happens. Speak up when you feel afraid. Step forward when you feel uncertain. Because every moment you do, you're strengthening your inner foundation. Take the risk, even when self-doubt whispers that you're not ready. Especially then, because every time you step into discomfort, every time you face a fear or tackle a challenge, you're expanding your capacity. You grow more confident, more capable, more grounded. The truth is, mastering your mindset isn't something you do once and check off the list. It's not a one-time breakthrough. It's a lifelong journey. But here's the reward. Once you start taking control of your thoughts, once you start choosing how to respond rather than reacting on autopilot, you begin to unlock a power within you that's truly unstoppable. And always remember this. Challenges aren't meant to break you. They're designed to build you. It's the resistance, the pressure, the weight you face that forges your strength. Just like muscles grow from tension and strain, your character develops through struggle. Every setback, every obstacle, every sleepless night where you wonder if it's worth it, it's all preparing you. Not just to bounce back, but to come back stronger than you ever thought possible. And this growth, this transformation, is reinforced every single day by something we often overlook: your habits. Think of habits as the bricks of your life. Each day, whether you realize it or not, you lay down another one. Those bricks are building something. The only question is, what are they building? Are you constructing the life you've dreamed of? Or are you unknowingly creating barriers that box you in? Take a moment and ask yourself, are my daily habits serving me? Are they empowering me to grow? Or are they silently holding me back? If the answer makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is a signal. It means you're aware, and awareness is the first step to change. Adjust your habits, even just a little. Replace one limiting pattern with one empowering action. Then do it again tomorrow, and again the next day. The transformation won't be overnight, but it will be lasting. Your habits are the foundation of your future. Every choice you make, every action you repeat, adds another layer to the life you're building. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you're always constructing something. So consider this. Are you building a fortress of strength and clarity, or a prison made of limitation and fear? Imagine waking up every morning and following the same routine. Over time, those repeated behaviors begin to define you. If those routines are intentional and empowering, they will elevate you. But if they're destructive or passive, they will slowly erode your confidence and your momentum. The smallest decisions, what time you wake up, how you start your day, the words you speak to yourself, may seem insignificant, but over time, they shape your mindset, guide your behavior, and determine your destiny. Prioritizing your habits means truly understanding just how powerful they are. Habits aren't just routines. They're the quiet architects of your future. If you ignore them, they start to rule your life without your permission. But if you take control, if you become intentional about them, you begin shaping your life with purpose, not by default. That's why it's absolutely essential to choose habits that align with your highest aspirations. The first step? Examine the habits you already have. Be honest with yourself. Are these habits building you up or silently breaking you down? Are they supporting your goals or slowly dragging you away from them? Ask yourself, are my daily actions reinforcing the life I want, or are they sabotaging it? If you find yourself spending hours scrolling, procrastinating on important tasks, or slipping into unhealthy routines, then those habits are laying weak, fragile bricks. Bricks that won't hold under pressure. Bricks that may crack the moment life tests you. But here's the good news. Just as destructive habits are built through repetition, empowering habits can be built the same way. Begin by intentionally designing routines that support your growth. Start small. It doesn't need to be dramatic, but commit to consistency. If you want to become more disciplined, begin by waking up early, moving your body, and reading even just a few pages each day. If your goal is financial growth, make saving and investing a habit, no matter how modest the amount. If you're seeking inner peace, create space for mindfulness and daily gratitude. These habits don't operate in isolation. One good habit reinforces another. Over time, they create a powerful ripple effect, a chain reaction of positive momentum. The secret to all of this? Consistency. A single brick doesn't make a house, but brick by brick, laid with care and intention, you can build a foundation that's unshakable. Likewise, one day of focused effort won't transform your life overnight, but years of steady, repeated action will. Never underestimate the power of compounding. The habits you build today, the small, daily actions that might seem insignificant, are silently shaping your future. Improving by just 1% a day might not look impressive in the moment, but over time, that effort compounds. And what you're left with is exponential growth that lifts every area of your life. Of course, the opposite is also true. Bad habits compound too. One skipped day, one lazy decision, one moment of distraction, it can feel harmless. But over time, those choices pile up. One day becomes 1 week. 1 week becomes a pattern. And that pattern can turn into a lifetime of regret. So choose your habits with care. They're not just behaviors. They are the blueprint of your destiny. Skipping just one productive task may not seem like a big deal in the moment, but often that's all it takes to trigger a downward spiral. One misstep can become two, and before you know it, you're caught in a cycle of procrastination. Every negative habit you allow is another brick in a wall that slowly builds around you, limiting your potential, your vision, and your progress. So, make the decision now. Right here today, choose to take control of your habits. And in doing so, take control of your life. Start small. Start with just one habit that supports the person you want to become. Commit to it fully. Practice it daily. And once it becomes part of your routine, add another. Brick by brick, with patience and intention, you'll build a life rooted in strength, resilience, and clarity of purpose. The truth is, the choice is always yours. You can build with awareness or with carelessness. You can create a foundation that lifts you or one that eventually collapses beneath you. Because your habits are not random. They are shaping your future moment by moment. So ask yourself, what kind of future am I building? A life without purpose is like setting sail with no destination. Sure, the journey may feel exciting at first. The waves, the wind, the open sea, they might thrill you for a while. But eventually, you'll look up and realize you've been drifting. You'll start to wonder, why am I sailing? Where am I going? Purpose is your compass. It gives you direction. It fuels your motivation and guides your daily decisions. It transforms ordinary moments into meaningful steps towards something greater. That's why reconnecting with your why every single day is vital. In the vastness of life, purpose grounds us. It's the driving force that keeps us aligned, even when the waves of failure, fatigue, or self-doubt crash against us. When you lose touch with your purpose, life can begin to feel like a series of disconnected events. Tasks without meaning, days without direction. But when you live with purpose, everything changes. Suddenly, even your struggles carry meaning. Your victories feel deeper. Your setbacks become part of a larger journey. Each moment, good or bad, fits into a story that makes sense, a story you are proud to live. To discover that purpose, don't look outward. Look inward. Reflect honestly. Ask yourself, what moves me at my core? What am I truly passionate about? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? Because purpose isn't just about achieving personal success. It's about impact. It's about knowing that your life, your efforts, your existence matters. Purpose isn't just about personal ambition. It's about significance. It's about knowing that your actions, your efforts, your choices contribute to something far greater than yourself. It's the sense that your life adds value, that it touches others, that it matters. But here's the truth. Discovering your purpose is only the beginning. It's the first chapter, not the final page. The real challenge comes afterward, staying connected to it. Because life will test you. It will distract you. It will offer easier paths, tempting shortcuts, and moments of doubt that whisper, is this really worth it? That's why reconnecting with your purpose every single day isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. Start each morning by returning to your why. It doesn't need to take long. Just a few quiet minutes of journaling, meditation, or reflection can make all the difference. Remind yourself what you're working toward. Remind yourself who you're becoming. When you begin the day grounded in purpose, your choices gain clarity and your energy finds direction. And just as important, make sure your actions align with your purpose. It's easy to get caught in the chase for money, status, or comfort. Society will tell you those are the metrics that matter. But if those things don't serve your deeper mission, if they don't light up your soul, they will eventually feel hollow. You'll reach the goalpost and still feel lost. That's why regular self-audits are so valuable. Ask yourself, am I spending time on what truly matters? Are my relationships, my career, my daily habits aligned with the vision I've set for my life? Or have I started drifting away from the course I once set with such clarity? If you find yourself off track, don't panic. Course correction is part of the process. The important thing is to notice it and realign before the drift becomes too wide. Also, remember this, your purpose can evolve. What drives you today might not be what inspires you 10 years from now. And that's okay. Growth demands change. As you experience more of life, as you gain wisdom, perspective, and strength, your purpose may shift, deepen, or refine. The key is to stay intentional. Let life shape you, but don't lose sight of your core values. Stay flexible in your methods, but firm in your integrity. Let new challenges and unfamiliar paths expand your view, not distract you from your truth. Living with purpose isn't about one grand achievement. It's not a single trophy or milestone that proves you've made it. It's about how you live in the everyday, how you show up, how you respond, how you lead, and how you serve. When hardships come, and they will, let your purpose be the anchor that keeps you steady. When you taste success, let it be a celebration of why you started in the first place. And when the days feel slow, repetitive, or dull, let your purpose reignite your passion. Because in the end, purpose is what gives life its meaning. Without it, we're just going through the motions. But with it, we're fully alive. So, as each new day begins, take a moment to reconnect with your why. Remind yourself of the impact you're striving to create, the lives you want to touch, the legacy you hope to leave behind. Let that purpose be more than just an idea. Let it become the driving force that fuels your actions, the inner light that guides your decisions, and the reason you keep pushing forward, even when the road gets tough. Purpose isn't something you remember once in a while. It's something you return to daily. Why? Because life is filled with distractions. And without that clear connection to your deeper mission, it's easy to lose your way. So, let your purpose anchor you. Let it steady your focus when things feel uncertain, and let it spark your energy when motivation fades. The truth is, the power to reshape your life has always been within you. It's not something you need to find, it's something you need to activate. And today, right now, is the moment to do just that. Commit to yourself. Commit to your growth. Choose to become the person you already know you're capable of being. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Because the world doesn't need more people following the crowd. What it needs is individuals like you. People who are brave enough to lead themselves with clarity, with conviction, and with heart. So, let me ask you this. What will you plan on your canvas today? What kind of masterpiece are you ready to create, one brushstroke at a time? Now is the time. Now is your time. Wishing you strength, joy, and unwavering clarity on your journey. And don't forget to subscribe to Mindset Daily, where each day we grow stronger together.